Lil Boosie is a snitch. The scary and crazy thing about it is he snitched on himself. I'm not kidding. He did an interview with Math Hoffa's podcast. What is it called? My Expert Opinion. The crazy thing about it is that he didn't even really realize that he was being set. I'm not saying that Math Hoffa set him up, but like the question that Math Hoffa asked and basically posed basically was the perfect setup for Lil Boosie to snitch on himself. The fact that this sissy's in jail, I mean, I'm not surprised, and he deserves to be there. Make sure you click thumbs up while you're listening, subscribe, and choose all notifications. Click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications. The links to the other two channels are in the description box. If you're not subscribed to them, I don't know why you're trying to act like you're my friend. I know all of you want to be my friend, but here's the deal. Math Hoffa asked him this very interesting question. So you're in the car. Let's say like 5 people in the car. Boom, the police pull you over. And, you know, they find a gun in the car. You know, Lil Boosie's like a gangster rapper or whatever. He's been in trouble like numerous times. So what do you do in that type of situation? Do you, quote, keep it real? You know, like, do you tell the cops the truth or whatever? Like, how do you handle that situation, you know, with you being a street dude and you're in the car riding dirty and you got that heat on you? Somebody got it. It's somebody's gun. You know what I mean? Just like what happened with Megan and Tori, Kelsey, and the driver. Whose gun was it? Who shot the gun? Because it allegedly went off. And who owns it? But he was just saying, in this particular instance, if you're just like riding dirty with your boys and the police pull you over and they happen to find a gun, like, how do you handle the situation? Lil Boosie was like, look, dude, there's somebody there to handle that. Like, in other words, when I ride it with the boys, the fall guy is like right there at the time. Like, he already knows that's his position. He knows that that's what he's supposed to do. I've heard the stories for years about rappers. You know, they got somebody there, something jumps off. That'll be the guy who punches somebody, so that way the rapper doesn't have to get their hands dirty or to shoot somebody. I'm not saying Lil Boosie said this. I'm talking about over the years. People have explained things this way. At least the street rappers. I never heard anybody who wasn't a street rapper say stupid stuff like this. But what they say is that they have somebody a lot of times who just got out of jail that they ended up bailing out or whatever. Somebody who's a hot boy. Somebody who's some sort of a criminal anyway. And that's essentially their job. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be the fall guy. That is what they're being paid for. That's why they're there, as if it were a job that they were hired for. And in some instances, they literally are paid a certain amount of money. It could be $1,000 a week. It could be $100,000 a year. Somebody could have given them a chain in the crew, you know, a chain to wear around their neck, like a necklace or whatever. Or, I don't know, a ring, whatever their payment was. They could be just there just to smoke up the weed, a drink. They could just be there, like, getting a little stipend, maybe getting their food paid for or whatever, like some damn homeless migrant vagabond or whatever. And basically, they're not, sometimes they get paid money. Sometimes they don't necessarily get money like that. And they're just rolling, and that's just what they're there for, to take the rap. Like, a lot of times it's for felonies, but sometimes for misdemeanors too. And like Lil Boosie said, you know, they got people in the clique who have done this shit, and his scenario, who have done this stuff like 7 times. They not gonna hit with charges and whatnot. And it's not that they don't always get convicted either. Sometimes they do. And like he said, you know, what you do is you have the youngest person in the clique. So what, you're grooming somebody to be a fucking criminal? The youngest person in the clique? That's so goddamn predatory. That's some crazy shit. So you have some young person, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, I guess, you know, since Lil Boosie's like, was early 40s or some shit. I know, but remember, he is 6, so some of y'all might be like, well, he look dead now, you know. Yeah, but that's because he has like diabetes or some shit, and dies in diabetes. That's why you got to be careful with that shit. But at the end of the day, what Lil Boosie is saying is this: you have some young, dumb, impressionable person who you can manipulate and influence negatively to do dumb shit for you, then you get out of it, and maybe or maybe not, the judge will possibly, allegedly, maybe be lenient or a little more lenient with them because of the fact that they're a young person. That shit is crazy. This stuff, listen, this stuff is so layered. Like, I don't think a lot of people are seeing it the way that I'm describing it, but that's some really crazy stuff. And listen, Lil Boosie needs to be in jail. He's a clown. He's a criminal. He's the black woman's preference. Let me stop. Anyway, I gotta go because now I'm about to piss a lot of people off. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications. So let me know you made it to the end of the video, since you sisters love criminals. So let me know you made it to the end. The secret password to say in the comment section is, if you think the Lil Boosie should be locked up, say lock him up. If you think Lil Boosie should be free, say free him. By the way, I have another separate question. Leave a separate comment. Leave a goddamn separate comment. If you answer this question, what's your favorite Lil Boosie song? Let me see. What's my favorite Lil Boosie song? He made that song called Walk It Out, right? And he made another one called Wipe Me Down, right? Wipe It Down. Some shit like that. I like both. Those are all right. You know, I'm not really too much into the Southern hip hop thing. Unless it's like, you know, that Hot Boys, BG, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, that type of shit. And the other guy, Turk, I mean, his verses were all right in some of the songs. You know what I mean? Unless it's some shit like that, you know, No Limit Records, that type of stuff around that era. I don't even include like Outkast and Ludacris and people like that in there that are just certified legends. I mean, come on, who doesn't like this shit? But I gotta go, y'all. Make sure y'all click the thumbs up button, subscribe, and choose all notifications. Shout out to Lil Wayne. You have nothing to do with this video other than you're a much better Southern rapper than Lil Boosie bitch ass.